I look insane. Like, looking at myself in the camera now, I look mental. Like, what have I done? Hi everybody, so today I'm discussing Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This is the first book of the trilogy and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Eventually enjoyed it. I gave Miss Peregrine's 4 out of 5 stars. However, it did take me a while to think of a rating for it because I thought the first act was a little bit slow, but then it really did pick up and I was like, my God. The first act I wasn't feeling the hype. I was like, I don't understand why people are enjoying this. This is really boring. Why am I reading this? And then it picked up and I was like, yes! And the ending was like, oh my God! Ow, that hurt. Ow, this book is lethal. We followed Jacob, he has a really great relationship with his grandfather, who has told him stories of these peculiars in this children's home in a mysterious island near Wales. And one day his grandfather dies and he's killed by these monsters, and nobody believes Jacob that his grandfather was killed by monsters, so people think Jacob's insane and crazy and he's put on some meds. I think I could be making the meds bit up. One day Jacob convinces his dad that they should go to this mysterious island because there is these birds that his dad is researching. However, Jacob actually wants to follow his grandfather's clues to find this peculiar home run by Miss Peregrine. And stuff goes down. Dun dun dun! The home is on a loop, which in 1943, which basically means that the day is repeated even though they can do different things, it's just the day. The loop basically ends when a Nazi bomb falls onto the home and something heartbreaking happens at the very end. I am going to try and keep this review as spoiler free as possible because I really do think you should pick up this book and I just really think you should. I did like Jacob's character, but it took me a while to connect with him and I didn't feel like I connected and it sort of put me down for a bit. Like, he's just a bit whiny in the beginning, like, my granddad's died, nobody believes me, that these monsters have killed him, meh. One thing that I didn't like about Jacob is the way he treated his dad and always saying, oh look, I've made friends. Yes, Dad. Yeah. Even though he doesn't realise he's treating his dad like crap. His dad is just on the island looking for birds and he's off on an adventure and his dad's like trying to connect with him and he's being really distant. I just don't like that. I feel like he should have been a little bit more honest with his dad, apart from leaving a note at the end saying, I'm off to go live in 1943 with some peculiar children because they're in danger. I don't think he should have done that. It should have been handled different. I know his dad wouldn't have let him, but it should have been handled different. Jacob, you're a bit of a bitch to your dad. However, Jacob did redeem himself towards the end with the big fight scene. There's a real big fight scene and I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to. I can't talk about it because it's a huge spoiler. But there's a really, really big fight scene in it and oh, it was so good. I love a good fight scene. Yeah. I really do hope that Jacob's character does progress and develop throughout the trilogy because he is getting really interesting now. He's now developed a bigger role with the Peculiars. They're starting to trust him more and I'm like, it's going to be so exciting and I just hope he develops. I hope. Our main Peculiar is Emma and she's scary. Her Peculiar is fire and basically she set herself on fire, she can set things on fire. She controls the fire. She controls it. She's like, and when you meet her she's a bit scary, she's like, ooh. And I did like her. But she is such a definition of a young girl just wanting a boyfriend. That is the only way I can describe her without, like, a character without her being a peculiar, is that she is that character that is obsessive over boys. At first I was like, you're getting way too close to Jacob. this is weird. And it turned out Emma used to go out with Jacob's grandfather when he went to visit the Peculiar home back in 1943. So she is just making her way around the family. She's a bit of a whore. She's not. She's basically getting around the entire family. She now fancies Jacob, but feels bad because she's in love with Abe, who's Jacob's granddad. And I'm just like, oh God, no. Is there going to be a creepy love triangle? Is Jacob's grandfather really dead? Is he going to show up and have a creepy fixation over this young girl? That'd be so wrong, no. Why did I even think that? However, the romance it happened really fast. And I'm not a fan of when romances happen like that. I really don't like it. I like it to develop. Like, it has to develop into something. And this just sort of happened. The romance was sort of like, I'm in love, gotta make out now. And I just sort of wasn't feeling it. There wasn't any build up. Like, in books there's usually some sort of build up. There's always a lot of flirting and there's little passing things and you're just like, oh, they're so cute, they should get together. This was just sort of like, I like you, let's get together, let's make out. However, there are 2 more books, so the relationship can so develop for me to like it. I really hope that's the case because there's 2 more books, and if they're going to focus on the romance, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. I want to briefly discuss Miss Peregrine because I always thought that Miss Peregrine's Home for Cruel Children would be like the orphanage of Annie, and she was going to be like a Miss Hannigan sort of character, and I would be like, it's a hard knock life for us, it's a hard knock life for us, empty bellies instead of full. I also thought it was going to be like Annie, like the orphanage. It's not like the orphanage from Annie. Oh. I thought Miss Peregrine was going to be really scary. I was going to hate her. I was going to fear her. I like her. She's really interesting. She is still creepy and still a little bit scary, but she isn't one of those I'm so scared of you, go away sort of characters. I genuinely loved her. And the idea behind Miss Peregrine, being able to transform into a peregrine and travel to other loops, there are a group of people that can do that, and they're called like yybirds, something, and all these women can turn into birds and travel to other loops. And something happens to Miss Peregrine at the very end, and now I'm fearing for her life. I'm like, what if she can't transform back? Don't be fooled by Miss Peregrine. She isn't that evil. She is not Miss Hannigan. She is not the villain of this book. I forgot what the villains are called, but they're scary and I never want to encounter them. I now want to talk about the Perculiars. I loved the Perculiars. They were so original to me. They wasn't just kids that have superpowers. These people were born with these not even powers, peculiars. There's a reason why they're peculiar, because they're just strange kids. Well, they're not strange kids, but they're just kids that have these peculiar things. Like Olive, this one, she floats. She floats like, whoo, so they often have her tied down so she doesn't float away. And I was just like, that is adorable. My favourite was Miller. Miller is an invisible boy and he's so smart and witty and I just love him. He's cool. He almost died. See, if Jacob didn't come into this, they'd all be alive. They wouldn't almost have died. They'd all be fine. One of them wouldn't have died. However, they are aware that they are in a loop of 1940s. 43, I want to say it's 43, 1943-ish. They are aware that there is this other world that they're further ahead of time and they're stuck on this one day. I love how that they are aware of it, and Jacob just didn't come in and was like, oh yeah, I'm from 2000 and 2000 and... I loved that when Jake was like, oh yeah, I'm from this year. They was like, oh yeah, we know. Miller's tracking what year everybody is actually in, just in case anything happens. And I loved that about it. They're like aware that they're just stuck in this time period on this little island where if they cross the bog, it's actually the real time. They know that. However, if they go into the present day, slowly over time, or quite fast over time, they will reach the actual age they are. Like that. Well, not like that. It'll happen gradually, but quite quick. And, oh, I just love how they was aware of it. I just loved it. I loved that idea. And I just love the Perculiars. I cannot wait to read the second book to see what happens with them, because they're in such a situation and it's making me sad. And I need to carry on reading because they're stuck in this situation and I feel bad that I haven't read the next book to help them. Now obviously I haven't spoke about the plot much. However, the concept that formed this book is just so cool. So cool and I love it. Basically the author Ransom Riggs, he has a stash of all these weird photos that he found at flea markets and just in random places, and they have formed the stories and the characters of this book and I just love it. When Miss Penguins came out and everyone was like, oh my god, there's some real creepy pictures in here, I was like, I don't want to read that. I can't cope with creepy pictures. They scare me, I won't ever sleep. No. 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 And then I bought the book because it was on a buy one get one half price offer, so I thought I'll pick this one up with the book I'll buy. Then this year I read it and the pictures are all creepy. There are some, but I just thought that this is so creative that Ransom Riggs has collected all these pictures and has formed a whole world out of these creepy pictures. And the cover's one of them, a random floating girl. How is that girl floating? Who knows? I don't. Somebody must do. They helped visualise like what was happening and the characters, and just it gave something to the plot. And I was like, I have to give this extra marks, but I can't give it 5 out of 5 stars because I didn't enjoy the beginning bit. It was just so slow. So I gave it 4 stars, and I just loved those pictures. And so one of my questions is, what's going to happen with Jacob? Is he going to just leave his family behind? You know, well, he already has. But, you know, is he going to be able to help him find another loop? Is he going to stop aging? Is his granddad still alive? I think his granddad's still alive. I don't think he's dead. No. No. I feel he's alive. I did eventually end up enjoying this. I don't want to give too much of the plot away because you should read it. Get through the first act, get to the second act, it's fine. It's all good. It is really fun as well. Some of the things they get up to are so much fun and I love it. But I really did enjoy it. I'm hoping that Jacob's character develops. I hope the relationship with Emma does sort of get better because I'm not feeling it at the moment. I think it was the realisation that she liked his granddad as well was sort of like, I want to know what's going to happen with Miss Peregrine. There's so many questions that I hope are answered in the next book. Hollow City. I'm going to have to read it at some point. I'm going to have to buy it at some point. And that is everything that I have for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you have read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, leave a comment below telling me your thoughts and we'll discuss it together. Yay! Also, if you're new to my channel, there's a subscribe button somewhere down there. And that is everything for today. I just have to say, that is the most perfect ending I've ever done. Yes! And that is everything for today, and I shall see you guys soon with a new video. Yay! Bye!